If you want to be an entrepreneur, why are you going to college? Everyone online tells you if you're serious about business, you should skip university and go all in. But after thinking about my future months, I realized something. Is that going to France for a business degree, it's not giving up on entrepreneurship. It's actually part of my business strategy. And in this video, I'm going to explain why I made that decision, what I plan to do while I study there, and why I believe that proximity and environment might be more valuable than trying to build everything completely alone. And I'm thinking that I'm making one of the biggest decisions in my life. Because if you spend just 5 minutes on entrepreneurship content online, everyone tells you the same thing. Drop out, skip university, go all in with your business. And honestly, for a long time, I thought that that was what I was supposed to do. But after months of thinking about it, reading, working, and trying to build a business full-time, I came to a completely different conclusion. I'm moving to France to study business creation. And no, I don't see that as abandoning my entrepreneurial dream. I actually think that it is one of the smartest decisions I've made so far. And this wasn't easy for me because I genuinely love business. I've spent years reading books, studying, watching podcasts, trying different business models, creating content, and thinking about what I want to build in my life. So naturally, I asked myself, if my goal is entrepreneurship, why would I spend 3 years of my life just for a degree? And that question stayed in my head for months. Part of me wanted to go all in immediately, but another part of me realized something important. Building a successful business is not only about working hard, it's also being in the right environment. And right now, I was working in a normal job, and I'm really grateful because it taught me something that books alone couldn't teach me. It taught me what I don't want: having a fixed schedule, asking for time, depending on someone else for the income. That experience made me certain that I want to build something on my own. But it also taught me that running into entrepreneurship without the right foundations could be dangerous. And I don't want to spend years making avoidable mistakes just because I'm trying to prove something. And a lot of people think that I'm moving to France because it sounds exciting. And yes, I'm excited. But the real reason it's more strategic. France gives me a completely different network. International students, European business opportunities, multiple languages, and even new ways of thinking. And one thing I learned from studying successful people is that environment matters. The people around you influence what you believe is possible. If you're surrounded by people who think small, you'll eventually think small too. And I want to put myself in an environment that forces me to grow. So here's my actual plan. I'm not moving to France to pause my business goals. I am moving to build them more intelligently. So my plan is study business creation, build my personal brand consistently, keep my YouTube content, save money, invest in mentorship, and building my agency with guidance instead of trying to figure it all out by my own. And I realized something recently. I would rather spend money on someone that already knows what he's doing, that already knows the path, than spending years making the same mistake by myself. And that's not weakness, that's leverage. And the truth is that my goal isn't just to make money. Money is important and business is too, but they are tools. What I really want is to build something that eventually impacts the healthcare industry. I've seen how difficult it is to access to quality healthcare, and that can be in many places, including parts of Colombia, if not all. And one of my biggest dreams is to create hospitals and medical systems that combine quality, accessibility, and long-term sustainability. That's the reason behind everything that I'm doing now. The business, the content, moving to France, the networking, all of it. So no, I'm not choosing university instead of business. I'm choosing the path who I believe that will give me more chance to build what I actually want. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this plan would change completely. But I'm 18 years old and this path is the one that makes more sense to me. And honestly, I'm really excited to document the whole journey because one day I want to come back to this video and to see whether this decision was the beginning of everything. So let's see what happens and I'll see you in the next one.